Anybody. So, guys, I just opened up another stream. Let me do something real quick, so that you guys have it. Because I'm not gonna play around today. So here we go. Here we go. Because for some reason, when ask for things to go right, and of course it's not going to. We are definitely doing Murphy's Law today. So, in case you guys need to know, in case you don't want to hunt for it, here goes the actual stream for the StreamYard I'm just putting up. So, you guys can go ahead and click right over to that right now for the StreamYard. Just go right over to it. I'm gonna end this one. I'm just gonna end it over and just click on the link and go right over to that one. Because for some reason my regular internet is on some bullshit today. So just click right on over it, and we're good. Because this is crazy. I'm looking at the buffering happening. It's crazy. So let's just move right on over to that, guys. And I'm gonna just end this one in five, four, three, two, one. All right, guys. So hopefully everything is good. We're over there. I already got a locksmith who's already here and said that he's here. Um, we're gonna have to deal with whatever limitations that we have, but I'm gonna have to just rock with it. It's all good. I already did kind of an intro. This is the second time this is happening now. I am not happy with what's been taking place, but it is. OG says that he's here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully everybody else starts piling in as well. Uh, like I said, today was not a good day. It was not a good day for your boy Resla. we had a we had a good stream that was taking place. Well, actually, there was a pretty decent night. I know I was watching the Porch versus the Thin Black Line for a little bit. Then I kind of dipped because all of a sudden I was getting a phone call about something. I said I'm not have to worry about it because it seemed like it was a little bit out of my area, my jurisdiction. And so I'm a chill. Um, Nothing serious came up. So then OG and I did the drop by discussions, which turned out to be a really good stream. Like I said, I'll say it again. Shout out to the content creators that came through. Shout out to everybody who showed up. People in the panel, people in the chat. Uh, James Chase came in later, but we didn't really hear from him. Um, I know we had John the Baptist up there. May was up there. Locksmith U was there. And then we also had Ben Thorpe, and we also had Speakeasy who showed up. So shout out to them as well. Um, and if you didn't see that, guys, go back and make sure that you take a look at that episode. It's episode 14, right? Episode 14, OG. I don't think we're on 15 just yet. But episode 14, Drop By Discussion, was a really good thing, especially the end of the show. The whole show was pretty much good and a lot of different discussions, but the end of that show was definitely something. And but today I'm just gonna kind of cover what's going on in social media. I've been I'm just making this disclaimer right now. I have been choosing violence from the moment I had to walk out the door at 8 8:54 a.m. Since the moment I walked out the door to the moment I had to get back in this house, I've been on demon time. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad because my coworkers, unless they see me and I always sound like I'm very positive and I'm talking to them and I'm coaching them and I'm answering emails and I'm very positive in my emails and everything. They saw a new wrestler today. They saw a wrestler physically in their face, not digitally. They saw a wrestler in their face, and I was not the guy that they knew. The only thing missing today was the bandana, but I chose violence when I walked into the office today. I was not in a good mood at all. If you didn't find me in the bathroom splashing water on my face, you found me at the vending machine drinking soda or drinking fucking energy drinks. I was today was not the day. And then I said, "Oh, I still want to do the stream with you guys." And now I get here thinking everything is going to be good, but nope, they held me back, which made me late, which made me come here, and I had to reset the stream so that we were on for 6:30. So sorry, guys. And then the moment we get on for 6:30, my original stream starts buffering. This is not a good. This is not a good. This is not a good time. It's not. It's not. Wait, what you said? What you said? Hold up. Good to shake shit up. Oh, listen. I thought it was a pretty good stream. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I couldn't really sleep, so it was what it was. But I just didn't expect everything else to fall apart. But hopefully you guys have been having a good day. We're gonna try to move a little bit from it. Well, because my day has been very tumultuous, I've been in a weird funk to the point when even when I was on the quote train going over the bridge heading to Brooklyn, I was trying to think about the kind of stream that we were doing because I didn't necessarily prep for it because I've been up for so long fighting other things, putting out other people's fires that I was trying to think about what I was going to talk about. But I think I'm going to go through my feed because there have been a couple of things that popped up that needs to get addressed. And I'm wondering why is it that this is something that's coming up. So the first and foremost thing that popped up on my feed is it was the first thing that I had to turn around and address. Oh shoot. And of course, you know what I did, guys? I deleted it. And why did I delete it? Because I thought it would lower the bandwidth so I can fix my freaking internet. Give me 1 second. Can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Like this is exactly what I did today. We are struggle streaming, and I was semi prepared. Now we're struggle streaming, and I'm aggravated. But I didn't want to say, "Hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna not stream today." That's not what I wanted to do. So just give me one moment, and I think I can find it. Nope, 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 nope. Somebody else's stream. Nope. Here we go. I think this is the stream. No, no, no. Believe it or not, that was a drop by discussion. All right. So I'm gonna stop this real quick. So, guys, for the sake of being here, let me minimize this. I forgot I'm on StreamYard now. Oh, yes, there you go. All right. So the first person I want to address, because this was the first person that annoyed the ish out of me this morning. We already know what's going on with this guy, right? Or at least we should know what's going on with this guy. Let's just go right into it.
The unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Some of y'all might already know this. This is Jesus Christ. This is new to me. I I didn't follow his case. I really don't give a shit about P. Diddy. But the idea that this is all the extra stuff that they found out. I didn't even follow his case. Hey babe. I didn't follow his case. I just don't care about these people. But this is someone who popped up on my timeline and I know that everybody was going into it. Now, I didn't even know about the whole damn arson. I didn't hear about any fires whatsoever. I heard about some shady stuff. I heard about some people who were like maybe like the producers or cameramen or whatever, but then turn around and say, what? That he also was involved in arson and now you have this mess? The drugs, the ketamine, the fact that he even loses his temper, that doesn't surprise me. People who just have money in this and are not used to the word no go through that. I mean, I'm not for nothing. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I believe it was the same thing for R. Kelly. They probably didn't say it, but I believe R. Kelly is the same way. He probably loses his temper just being told no because he's been around too many yes people. It's just crazy right now. But to say that you are involved with here's my next thing. This is my thing. Just as people, right? Let's just say you're able to build up a certain amount of wealth. I'm not even gonna put forth career. Just wealth. Where you're allowed to pretty much hire people, whatever, people there to try to help your image or whatever. Of all of the money that you could be racking in, I want to think about this. Of all the money you could be racking in, why would you dare want to waste your time trying to exert sexual power over people? I'm trying to understand why. When was the last time somebody heard that Diddy did an album that they were interested in? And some of you guys might know a little bit more than me about it. I don't necessarily follow these people. So let me know.
At a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal.
Hold on. He says days or weeks to heal for this individual. So should we be looking at the same thing when it comes to basically his ex-wife? Or is his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend? I can't remember. I can't remember. Honestly, like I said, I just don't care. When the fact that he ran down and was basically going crazy, going ham at the freaking elevators. I mean, not for nothing, but this is pretty much the man that you see. Oh, girlfriend. Thank you. I can't remember who wants to give up the ring or give up the vagina, whatever. I just stopped caring. You knew enough about the dirt to stay with him for a while, so that's the way how I feel. So, girlfriend. Um, if people already knew this about him, and my thing is this also just talking as individuals. Because if I had a shit ton of money, even if I could do a whole bunch of shit, I'm not thinking about running sex parties. I'm not thinking about running racketeering. I'm not thinking about any of that shit. So what does this say about people in general when they have money, influence, power? Are they that effing bored that they have no choice but to quote create a shitstorm for themselves? There was no reason for this man who was born in New York, born and raised in the Bronx. I know exactly what high school, which elementary school he went to, and what high school he went to. What's the point? Oh, by the way, they were not hood schools. They, they were paid for. They were nice little schools. What's the point of getting yourself into all this mess? I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't.
In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse.
So let me ask a question right here. This is gonna be a little bit of a controversial question because there's something I'm still trying to wrap my head around. It was something that was being said, and again, not clipping or anything, and I'm just having the conversation. But there was something that was being said. Actually, babe, you might know a little bit about it. Um, actually, babe, you would know something about it because you were there. I know you were there. You know why I know you were there, babe? Because I was watching you and I was smiling as I was watching you. That's why I know you were there. Um, so over on Cellulite's channel, right? He said something that was very interesting to me, and it was the first thing that drew me in because as much as he said it, I'm still in disbelief, and I'm still doing my own research for that because it was just a bit much. And that was the idea that over 51% of quote black men are gay or on the download. I personally believe that it is far less than that. I don't believe that 51% or so are gay or on the download. That's not what I believe. Because the same way how I look at a lot of different minority groups, it's always the highlight thing of the minorities. The minorities do not represent the majority. And even when I did do my actual research on it, I could not find any proof whatsoever that would even show that even within those who do identify as being quote gay or in the community or whatever way, even if they were trans, that they even came to close the fraction of a half percentage, not even a quarter percentage in an entire group as it is, because people who are part of quote community, they're not large in number. Like I know that social media makes us believe that gay people are in mass and they're everywhere, but that's not the truth. It's not true when we look at people on a large scale within just this nation by itself. So it was interesting to hear that. Again, I'm not going to discount it because I'm still fully fleshing out the research that I'm doing. But I will say that according to the research that I look at right now, those numbers just don't seem to be in it. And it could just be something of people who just don't report or whatever. But it seems still a little something iffy for me. It's hard for me to take that in as solid information. And this is a conversation that I would love to have if there's more tangible evidence or more research that I can look at in order to better shape the narrative or my opinion of it. I'm going to do that. But the idea also, when I want to lean towards that, is when we look at people who are athletes, entertainers, like rappers, right? Rappers, could it be that they're also quote on this instance of being in a download? I don't even think on the download, but they find themselves in a situation where they're being ransomed because they do it for clout, fame, and notoriety, being stuck under this man. People like him, not just him, but people like him, and it makes me wonder, like, if you're, oof, I hate to even say this because it just sounds nasty. Even it just came to my mind. It just sounds nasty even saying if people are doing it in order to get themselves in uh a space where they can able to build a career and make money, gotta ask the question. These rappers, these entertainers, when we see weird pictures of like P. Diddy and like Usher, P. Diddy and like Justin Bieber, like are these guys possibly, we don't know for sure, possibly doing things that would be against the norm, but also against their norm strictly for the money. Are they gay or are they gay for play? It's weird to even wow, the fact that that just even left my mouth and it felt decent doing so. It felt decent doing so. That's weird for me to and it felt decent for me to just say that maybe they are quote gay for play. Okay, so you said you wouldn't have to do anything ordinarily. Do in the name of fame and money. Most people are both. Hmm. So let me ask. We're running into a. I don't have a problem with what you just said. It makes sense. But then we do run into a particular conversation being said then, right? If we look at just the stigma, how people behave to things, right? If when I look at the entertainers or whatever that get involved in things because quite frankly they want fame and money, right? But then this is the same kind of conversation that we've also heard for people who work in the prawn industry. You know what? I'm an adult. I'm not monetized. It's the porn industry. Um, when they say that there are a lot of guys who quote go through so many male enhancement drugs that in order for them to make us more to make money that they have to do unsavory things to other guys in order to make money. Because let's be honest, it's the women that make a lot of money in porn. It's not the guys. Yes, it could be like freaking 8 guys running a train on one woman, but that one woman gets a shit ton of money compared to those each one of those guys. We're just gonna keep it a buck. So if people are willing to go pay for play in order to do that, I do have to ask a question whether they are getting high, whether they are getting doped up to do so, whether they are doing it for fame, whether they are doing it under duress because they are being blackmailed. Are these people, ugh, so weird to say this, it's just, it doesn't seem right. Are they gay? Are they gay for doing it for their fame? That's so weird to say it. It's so weird to say it. Not because it's just a weird concept that you would put yourself through that, and then people are gonna sit here and just start calling you something that you don't even see yourself as, but you're doing it for your career. Because people have literally sold out their souls for career, and I guess the same thing. But I guess yes, they are a sellout, right? Oh, guys, you're gonna have to help me out in the chat. You're gonna have to help me out with this. This is not something I could just do on my own. You said certain level? Okay, no, we saw this already. I was in a lower tier energy. Um, 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 babe, you said the lower tier of the industry. I'm gonna leave that alone. We might have to have a talk about that. He says, "Calm down, Yvette." Hey. Um, shit. Whatever you gotta do to throw yourself up there. Hey, what's going on? Not much. We're freaking and it's acting crazy, so we'll see what's going on. Um, you say entertainment, entertainment, and yeah, okay, and doesn't make it feel any better. Okay, entertainment industry, cool. No problem, no problem. We'll just run with the entertainment industry. So people are willing to do almost anything to be in the entertainment industry. I just Tom just walked in the building too. So if you're saying that you want to do anything you need to get yourself through it, I'm gonna have to ask the question that's been in my mind. I've been trying to freaking avoid it. Does it make you gay? Let's just say you got these guys who are working in porn, right? They are the adult actors. They are the ones who are, you see them in a lot of sessions are busting down so many different random chicks all over the place. But they don't really make any money. So someone wants to give them a contract where they put themselves in a position where they get themselves in a particular state of mind due to altering drugs in order to do, as you say, get through it, but instead with the same sex. They have no intention of actually enjoying anything through it. It are they now playing for that team? I'm playing. I'm putting this thought exercise through semantics. We're talking about the approach, the likability, and the pursuit versus just doing it for quote finances. Uncomfortable, at least for me, because I don't know how to answer that at all. I don't even know how to think about that. You said you thought about it for a while. Hmm. I wonder what Lil Spoon's gonna say. What if a guy is out there, he dates, most of his clients happen to be smashing down women, but they don't pay enough, and he's being offered a scene where he gotta, I don't know, take some take some shots to his member so that he could turn around and bust down a guy for the money because it's gonna pay a lot. If he does it, he has no real interest. He's not attracted to. Is he on that spectrum? This is a really, really difficult conversation. I because I knew I knew that's exactly where he was gonna go. You said that I knew that's exactly where it was gonna go. Oh, okay, okay. So you and I are in agreement then. Okay, cool. It was difficult for me to just even have to say it, but in my mind was like, homeboy, regardless of regardless of how desperate you think that you were, sir, even if you say I'm not attracted, you're doing this. It's like, sir, I felt uncomfortable trying to explain it for an actual conversation on it. It just felt weird. It felt weird. All right. As long as you know it's out there. So let me. So when you have people, we don't know who these people are, but when you have people who wanted to quote become famous and everything else, by all means necessary, under this man Diddy, the diddler, as they put it, even to the point where they may have to be on camera getting caught doing something they necessarily know that they don't want to do in order to quote claim that clout, that fame, that notoriety. As Tom says, regardless of how they look at it and how they got there, and I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not going to agree with that. Yeah, I I hear you. I hear you. But I'm still on my whole thing is to if you're making that kind of money anyway, I don't understand why you're engaging in this. Like you're not hurting for cash where you need to do this. That means you elected, you have volunteered to do this on your own volition. Time for you to go.
The indictment also alleges other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson. The indictment alleges that
That
on more
arson
than one
shit's killing
occasion,
me.
Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors
Lawyer.
in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them
That
with the
freak out shit is
supplies. including
Stupid.
drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up. They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they
That
delivered
baby oil is
large
killing me.
quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial
That's a
sex
fact,
workers.
Con.
The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened, and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet.
Not for nothing. If I had known he was doing all this, if I really knew he was doing this, I would have put stock in Johnson and Johnson. If I knew he was doing all of this, I would have put money in Johnson and Johnson. Not for the freaking the shots, just for the baby oil. I didn't know he was out there doing parties trying to get baby seals. Everybody smooth baby seals. Like I didn't know that was what taking place. Like not for nothing. Like folks, I don't think there's anyone who's currently alive right now, currently alive here in the U.S. who does not know what baby oil smells like. It's very fragrant. I don't. It's like McDonald's oil for their fries. Nothing, absolutely nothing smells like baby oil. I'm thinking about it right now. Nothing smells like baby oil. The same way how nothing smells like McDonald's oil. And you would want that potentially in your system because they're talking about butt sex. You would want that particular type of smell. I mean, there's no way that whether you left the hotel room and went into the elevator or tried to get it, like, have you ever walked past somebody who was rubbed down in at least a decent amount of baby oil? You smell that shit. Like, listen, when I was homeless, well, okay, I'm happy you said that because that's the point I was kind of getting to. You said Crisco, but that's a wild. That's lard, sir. That's lard. That's not baby oil. That's lard. That's literally lard. I used to cook with Crisco. Like that's literally lard. Um, but when I was homeless, and I was in a shelter. Like, there were like African guys, whatever, that they will put on baby oil, and regardless of where they went, the way how my nose works, I could smell them regardless of where they were, whether they took the staircase, or they went in the elevator, whatever. I could smell them because they smell like baby oil. Regardless of where they went, they smelled like baby oil. I was like, dude, you need to invest in some deodorant or something because that baby oil is just not enough. I get it, you talking about ashes or whatever, but I can smell. I everywhere you go, I smell baby oil, and it gets stuck in your nose. Get stuck in your nose. So just like McDonald's oil, you can smell it everywhere. There's easily you know what it is on smell. The same thing you could say for baby oil. And here's the sad part. I'm gonna be honest with you folks. I still don't know what baby oil is made out of. I know we want to say actual babies, but I still don't know what baby oil smell out of. So I'm trying to think of who are these people that he got lots and lots of baby oil for to be doing nefarious acts, right? And now you got to sit here wondering, like, how many possible rectums smell like baby oil? This is nasty. This is nasty. And for a guy who made plenty of money who didn't need to resort to this, seems like he has to go away for a long time. I'm not feeling any guilty.
And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs's crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee. As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether. Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches.
Holy shit. Yo. He said 1,000, but he didn't say 200. He didn't say 300 and something. He didn't even go to 5. 1,000. Hold up, because my mind is gonna go crazy. My mind's gonna go crazy if I don't at least try. What is baby oil made out of? It's mineral oil. Mineral oil, colorless, odorless, tasteless. Wait. Stop. Which one of you sick mofos tasted baby oil to know that baby oil is tasteless? Yo, that's the point that I'm making, Resto. Like, I can't even deal with it. I have to try to ignore that every time I hear the term freak off. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Like, and they to say that they confiscated over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I had to stop and just say, what is baby oil literally made from? Yes, we can go down to base science and we can turn around and say it's a form of petroleum. But I was like wondering in specific, like what exactly is it? And it just says that it's comprised of mineral oil, which can damage a lot of stuff, by the way. It says colorless, which we already know, odorless. Baby oil is not odorless. It's not. Like literally, just like McDonald's fries, you can identify it anywhere. Anywhere. This is the point I was about to get at. Like, Locksmith, if I hop into the back of an Uber, right, and it smells like baby oil, I'm thinking 2 things. 2 things. Either the driver is foreign and he smells like baby oil, or I'm immediately touching the seats because I'm thinking I'm about to fuck up my pants. My pants are about to be fucked up because somebody was sliding back here like a goddamn baby seal. And if it's mineral oil, your jeans is about to go through some shit. Mineral oil is not a game to mess with. Those are 2 smells that I know that are distinct regardless of where I go. Baby oil and McDonald's oil. I know that anywhere. I've literally told the story before. Listen, I had one of my exes, white girl. I literally said, if something happens to you, here's the game plan. And she's laughing, but I'm dead ass honest with you. If something happens and you ever get kidnapped, I need you to tell your kidnappers. So you're hungry, and if you're going to be kidnapped, it's fine. But if you're hungry and you know that you're going to be in the area where they're kidnapping you at because their motherfuckers are stupid and they're talking, to stop by McDonald's and get yourself a large fries. And I said, baby, you know what I want you to do? You get those large fries, you get them in your hand, you dump that shit all on you. You feel it. You throw it underneath the breast. You throw every. Because when I have to look for you and I see the ransom note and everything, you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna say, officer, officer, officer. I need canine units and everything. We're looking for someone who smells like McDonald's, wholeheartedly like the oil, absolutely like the oil. We gonna find baby girl because she smells like McDonald's from the hair, from the neck, like she put on like perfume on the neck, underneath the tit, like she smelled like extra large fries underneath the tit. I told you if you rub the oil all over you, because that smell is noticed by anyone. So if you turn around and you get the dog, right? You get the dog and you say, "Here, smell this, smell this." The dog is going to find you. Now it may stop along the way. It may stop along the way at McDonald's places, like if it's like around the area, but I don't care. I don't care if you are working near a junkyard. I don't care if you are working near a chop shop. I don't care. When you are working in a junkyard or a chop shop, because I used to deliver things. But if you work near a junkyard or a chop shop, regardless of all the oil, all the diesel, or whatever, you know what you can smell in the distance? Say it with me. McDonald's. McDonald's. That is a distinct smell that is known across the globe now. There's no getting away from it. Yo, he's not even near it. He's not even near it. He can smell it. He's already thinking about the smell. There's not, folks. There's nothing that smells like McDonald's fries. If you want to be found, don't talk about I wear my favorite cologne so he can find me. No, 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 no. I need something that can be notified by dogs, by carrier pigeon, by human beings, by badgers, by everybody, by insects, every creature knows what the smell of McDonald's oil smells like because there's nothing on planet Earth that smells like it. Nothing that smells like it at all. And now I thought it was the only thing until we started talking about this. I never dawned on my that baby oil. There's nothing that smells like baby oil. Nothing. I have had plenty of lotions. I I have messed with enough people to have the enough lubes, oil and water based lubes. Nothing smells like Johnson and Johnson's baby oil. Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing that smells like it. So that now that's going to have to be an extra clause that's added to my. You know what? Where my phone at? Make sure I add it to my girl now, so she knows. She laughs because she laughs because she knows that part of the clause is that you gotta throw the McDonald's on you. But now I gotta edit. I gotta re-edit the clause and say that if it happens and say they don't want to give you a large fries, then just say, okay, cool. Can we stop near like a Walgreens or Dwayne Reed or whatever because you don't want to break out in your skin. So you need to make sure that your skin is hydrated and you get yourself the largest fucking bottle of baby oil and you dump that bitch all over you. You're gonna be found. Because nothing smells like Johnson and Johnson's baby oil. Nothing smells like baby oil. I just that's the we might have to do a whole list on things that can be identified across the world. Because I know McDonald's is the first thing. Nothing beats McDonald's. That's number one on the charts. You can't beat me on that one. McDonald's oil is the number one on the chart smell that can be recognized across the globe. Now I'm thinking Johnson and Johnson is next, and only because I don't know Johnson and Johnson to be globally. But Johnson and Johnson has definitely got like a strong running for number two. I'm trying to think what else. Diesel fuel, you can get that in so many different kinds. Like, I mean, we don't even know what kind it's gonna be. So I'm trying to think what's the next thing? Baby or like Johnson Johnson baby, like there's nothing else. There's nothing else. And on top of that, like you get all that Johnson Johnson's all over you, all over your pants. You throwing those pants away. If that mineral oil sits in your pants is done. So now I got two markers. Uh, Officer Johnson. Yeah, she was wearing blue jeans. She was wearing a white T-shirt. Last I saw her. So if you see her, she's gonna smell like Johnson and Johnson's. Well, how do we know it's her? Well, she smells like Johnson Johnson, so that means she also knows to throw it all over her jeans as well. Her jeans is gonna be all fucked up. And if she did it for a 2 for 1, oh, if she managed to get the freaking large fries, the extra large fries, and Johnson and Johnson, there's no way we not finding her before midnight. There's no way we not finding her. No way. Give me your best dog. What do we need? What do we need to find them? No problem. This is what we need. I need a little bit of Johnson and Johnson. We need a little bit of fries. And you throw that to the dog. Smell that, boy. Here you go. Here. We If it is 10 o'clock at night, we're finding her. We're finding her by 11:57. We're finding her because there's nothing that smells like those two things. And I'm thinking combined, that must do wonders. That must do wonders. There's no imitating that. That smell is the perfect scent. This is how sad it is. This is how sad it is. If I want, let's just say if it was wartime, we was fighting on the field. Why would it happen? I don't know. But let's just say, well, I had to fight a motherfucker in the field, right? And then somehow I had to get away with my life, but I splashed him with the Johnson and Johnson, right? I'm pretty sure if we broke down the compound composition for Johnson Johnson, that somebody could come up with some kind of spectrometer, and by odor, we could find the motherfucker's base. We could find the Taliban's base because we can follow the signature traces of Johnson and Johnson to find the odor to their base. Because there's nothing like Johnson and Johnson's anywhere on the globe. It may be difficult for you to say you want to fight in the field and smear a motherfucker's face with a large fries. It's weird. That's weird. Who's walking around with their freaking, with their team with a large fries, just hoping that they get into it. But Johnson and Johnson's, like, you out in the field, you want to make sure you don't break out with the sun or whatever. You carrying a little bottle, squeeze bottle of Johnson and Johnson's, that could do wonders. That could do wonders for catching somebody. Like, I'm thinking about it right now in real time. There's no way that's not a safeguard. There's no way. Yo, you married, you got a girl, whatever. Make sure you implement that into your plan. If something happens, if I am not around, if some dudes kick open the door, you need SEAL Team 6, we need the guard dogs, we need everybody to come looking for you. You do these two things. If you get kidnapped, they got you in the back seat, and you said, Mister, I know you listen. I know you want to take me. I promise we won't have a lot of money, but I just don't want to be starving. Can you get me a large fries? I'm really craving a large fries. Why can't we just get you a chicken sandwich? I'm vegan. The only thing I can eat and the only thing I really eat is large fries from McDonald's. Why can't we just go to Checkers? I hate Checkers. It needs to be McDonald's. It needs to be. Why do we just go to Sonic's? No, no, too fattening for me. I need it to be. I need it to be like the way how the enzymes in my system works, and my metabolism, the way how I put it up through, I can only digest properly. You don't want me shitting all over the place with you. And you gotta have a hostage that's shitting all over themselves. If you want me to digest myself properly, you have to get me the extra large fries from McDonald's. And this is her being with her arms tied. And when she gets that bitch in her hands, she's and I'm thinking to myself, my girl. That's my girl. She knows what to do. So when I go, sir, Stop all your bullshit. Stop looking for whatever. Stop it, sir. I know exactly how to get my check. Because why? We already been through spec ops training. We already know how to find her by key identifiers. Give me your best science. Give me your scientists here in the screen. Give me somebody who give me your best team, your SWAT, and we gonna say this. If they come through, if they come through, and they on the floor, they clearing floors. Clear. No, no one. No, no one. All right, I guess there's no one here. And I'm gonna go. Wait, wait. You smell that, don't you? They're like, I don't smell nothing. We smelling. I smell Mickey D's. I smell Mickey D's. You don't smell that? You don't smell Mickey D's? They're like, now that I think about it, yeah, I started salving. I, I kind of want fries right now. Hey. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get the dogs out. And we gonna find Yvette, baby girl, we gonna find you. We gonna find you. If you go missing, you know the game plan. Extra large fries. Don't do a small. Don't be dainty. Don't get this shit in a little paper cup, the little paper shit that they give you. Get the extra large fries, and I need it all over you. Just in case they get stupid and they want to splash you with water, I need you to get it all over you. I'm talking. I need you to go lift underneath. I need you to cup that some bitch underneath the tit to make sure that you get the smell up in there so that the freaking canines, whether it's a bloodhound, whether it's a freaking shepherd, whether I don't give a damn if it's a fucking Labrador, like so that they can find you. Because if you throw up that smell, you're gonna be found. I made a long case about it because I've been thinking about this for years. But now, folks, we adding baby oil to the list. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong when you say there's nothing else. Prove me wrong that there's anything else that smells similar to that. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Tell me there's something else that smells similar to those two things. Prove me wrong. I'll wait. I'll wait. Over 40 years on this planet, I don't know nothing that smells like those two things. And those two things have been around as long as I've been around. I don't know two things that smell like those things. I'll wait. There's nothing that smells like it. This is why I know 1000% we got the cheat code. We got the cheat code to hostage finding. Not to negotiating, but just finding the motherfuckers. We got it. We got it. All we need is just methods to just find the path, find the waves, we know exactly where they're at. We can find them. Isolate the compound, make sure it's an exposed gas, the minerals, the oils that are just going off in the air. Maybe they mix with pheromones. I don't fucking know. They just the trail, but there's no way if a person is covered in enough of that shit, whether it's baby oil or fucking McDonald's, that we don't go, oh my god, oh, you smell that shit? That is a strong smell. And we know what it is. Because I don't know one person that if you're passing by a drive-through and you're driving, or if you just happen to be blocks away in the city, that you can't smell McDonald's. That's it. You don't smell cheeseburgers. You don't smell you all right, maybe I'll make it equivalent to nuggets. But let's be honest, you're really talking about the fries. When you are 3 blocks away and you're not even hungry, all of a sudden you start getting hungry, like, yeah, I just want fries. You know exactly why. That's it. You're not doing it because quote Chick-fil-A is nearby. Don't nobody don't nobody give a fuck about the smell of the waffle fries. They taste phenomenal, by the way. But nobody gives a shit about the smell. But nothing makes your mouth water from a distance while you're not even hungry than McDonald's oil. That's it. That's it. Tell me that you can't find somebody with that. I don't no. I don't want to hear that you're gonna be vegan. This is we're talking about life saving tactics. We're talking about inner tactics. You can find your kid if you want to. Just teach your kid. If your kid is being caught by if your kid is caught by freaking people, you teach your kid, hey little Johnny, if you ever get caught, I need you to tell them to take you to McDonald's. It has to be McDonald's. It can't be the bodega. It can't be the nearest place where you can get chopped cheese. It can't. It can't. It needs to be McDonald's. It needs to be. And if they ask you why, say is that because it's the only way to tell them that it's a lie profusely. Tell them it's the only way I know that my dad ever loved me. He took me to McDonald's. And you tell your kid, you tell little Johnny to order the largest fucking fries that they can. And you tell him to rub that bitch everywhere. Rub it in his head, rub it on his chest, rub it underneath his balls, do a quick slide in the ass crack. Tell him to rub it everywhere. Because why? Daddy's gonna find you real soon. You tell him, and I guarantee you, kid, you find your kid anytime he's gonna be lost. That's my little tidbit for you, Locksmith. Find your kid every time. Put that to your parental strategy for finding your kid in case he's ever lost. So that you even if you lose him in the fucking somehow he's gone, you just have to explain to someone in the fucking grocery line. Hey, have you seen my kid, little Johnny? He's about so yay tall, sandy hair or whatever. He's about he smelled like McDonald's. Oh yeah, I smelled it was over here. I was walking by the frozen food section. I thought I smelled McDonald's. Thank you. Then go run over and you can find your kid. You can find your kid probably by the dog food or something, but you smelled it because the moment you hit the area, because we all know dog food for some reason is right near the fucking cleaning product, but you get that hit because you can smell McDonald's past the cleaning products. Hey, hey, just follow the path. That's I know I went on a whole big rant for it, but I'm telling you, I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's literally written in my clauses. Like, this is what we do. This is what we do. So now I gotta say, he's got to be up for trafficking. Diddy has to be up for trafficking. And here's the reason why I say he's up for trafficking. You have thousands of bottles of baby oil. And to my mind, the only reason why you need thousands of bottles of baby oil is not because of lube. You can buy water-based lube real cheap. No problem. I'm thinking you have thousands upon thousands of bottles of freaking baby oil because you're trying to keep track of the people that you're trafficking. How if you have a lot of people on your staff, or a lot of people that your staff that you're looking for, and you're running a freaking trafficking ring, you're running a trafficking ring, and you want to be able to find out which one is the actual one that you need to do. I need you to come over here. You said you got so many of them you can't remember. Bitch, come over here. Grab her by the fucking head, and if she smells like baby oil, you know that one is she's one of yours. They're one of yours. Snatch them by the head, give them a good smell. They smell like baby oil. This one. Stand in the line. Who's next? Nope, not you. Not you. Bitch! And you, because she smells like baby oil. To me, that sounds like a winning method right now. Yo, this is why I said it never dawned on me that I should have invested in stock for Johnson and Johnson. Because keep in mind, they took a dive when it came to the shot. When it came to the COVID shot, it did not work. But as far as baby oil selling, it didn't. I didn't even think about it. Let's just be honest, folks. We all didn't think about it. We all missed the business opportunity because of Diddy right now, and because of this case, and because this man literally just shouted out. This man right up here, he just shouted out Johnson and Johnson. They probably just skyrocketed. In fact, I should turn around and look to see what Johnson and Johnson stock price is as of today. I should go take a look. They just You said the dynasty? Oh shoot. I didn't no, I don't know about that. I don't know about the dynasty. No, nope, 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 no. I can tell you there are plenty of things that smell like baby wipes. Baby wipes are not unique, but baby oil is. Baby wipes, there are lots of things that smell like baby wipes. That's not very special. but baby oil is. There's nothing that smells like baby oil at all. So it's interesting. It's interesting the moment I think about it. The thing that really bothers my mind right now is the oh shoot, I didn't even think about that. Wait. Is petroleum? Let me ask this very question. Let me ask this question real quick. Baby oil fire. Let me ask the question. Okay, folks, we know why. We know why he's an arson. We know why Diddy's an arsonist now. I just looked it up. Baby oil is slightly flammable. Now we know why he's an arsonist. I didn't even know that you can set baby oil on fire. Yes, baby oil is slightly flammable when exposed to an open flame, but not flammable when it's shocked. Okay, I mean, let's be honest. He's probably smoking blunts or smoking cigarettes or cigars or whatever. Why would you might think about an electric shock? So now we know that baby oil is flammable. Now we know why this man's an arson. Oh, I didn't even think about this much. Let's just say, because he's already in this whole trafficking thing that he's being already confirmed under. If you want to teach somebody a lesson, right? If you want to teach somebody a lesson, let's say he want to keep some of those people under control or whatever. What's the hardest thing than just saying you strip a person down, you cover them in baby oil, and you light them on fire? What if I wonder what his like gangster name is for trafficking these people. It's not P Diddy, it's like P Daddy. Yeah, there he goes. There's the MO. I was wondering for a while, like, how is it that he is under arson? But now I'm thinking about it. He does the squirt jar, like a kerosene can. He just squirt jar all over you. And he just, oh, you was talking all that shit? Eh. And then afterwards, he just turn around, just give you the light. Just give you the light. Just light you up. People just getting tortured off of baby oil. And I'm trying to imagine when it burns, what the smell of baby oil is. Mm. I'm trying to imagine. This man has been shady for a while, and people are saying like, "Oh, Diddy's done now. He's done. They got him. He's done." And I'm wondering, is he though? Is he? I mean, we could take a look more to see if there's anything outside of the baby oil and the quote trafficking, because quite frankly, it took R. Kelly a lot to be behind bars. He did a lot, and it still took so much more to get him behind bars. It literally took women to have to be stuck in the fucking attic to stomp on the floor to get some food and shit for this man to get caught. Allegedly. You know, allegedly. So there must be something for free. Like I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it right now. Like this is how deep I'm looking at this baby oil shit. I literally went to the actual manufacturers of Johnson and Johnson. I went to their safety data sheets because I'm a compliance guy. I went to their safety data sheets so just to confirm the flammability of it. I'm literally looking at it right now, and I'm going, "Holy shit! I never thought that you can use baby oil as a weapon." Percentage of volatile by volume, 110 Celsius. That's crazy. But for some reason, it's not sitting under a standard of OSHA. That's wild. It's only 3 pages. Never saw it that happen that way. Ooh, so they keep them all barefoot, is what you're saying? They can't run at their full speed. Mm, that's interesting. Wendy said, "I don't know. It's possible. Anything is possible. But let's be honest. Now we know he has another weapon because I did not know that you can use baby oil. I did not know. I know it's low, but we don't know what else he's using. For all we know, listen, for all we know, he's mixing in baby oil with a little bit of that Ciroc. 'Cause, he bitter about the contract with Ciroc. He could be mixing that in, and that's just baby oil and ethanol together. And if it's really like what Wendy says, like they can't even freaking really run, or rather, but what Zoomer says, they can't even really run because they're covered in baby oil and they lose their speed, right? They're just like, I just need to get away, please. And he's like, no, take this baby oil. No, take some of the Ciroc. And they say, please don't light the match on me. He said, no, can't stop, won't stop. He just throws the match. It's low. But the fact that it can be used as an agent, who knows? Who knows? That's the way I'm looking. How does he get put for arson? The baby oil has to be connected. It has to be. How do you get put for arson? The baby oil has to be connected. I don't know anyone. This is the first time, folks. This is the first time in my history I've ever heard of anyone being caught for over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Obviously, he knows something about baby oil that we don't. He got himself a low grade chemist or something. It's either that or maybe he's not torturing them. But even if he's not torturing them, Tom, you got to admit he's probably using it to track them. He's probably using the baby oil to track them. Everybody on my staff has to put on baby oil because there's nothing that smells like it. At the very least, I am convinced now that has to be it. Maybe he's not torturing them with baby oil. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But he got to be tracking them through baby oil. It's got to be. But not with baby oil though. If you're saying that the burn rate is that low, I don't think he's using it for Molotov cocktails. You need something that's continuously burning. Huh. Cars. I guess. It was slow enough. Maybe in a rag. Yeah, maybe. Wait, whoa. No way. No, 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 no. Because here's my thing. Maybe a bathtub. And this is the thing. Then now we got to talk about something totally different because that's not an easy baptism to put somebody in a whole tub full of baby oil. And a hot tub, you would smell that shit everywhere. You would smell it anywhere throughout the hotel, whether it's his house or whatever, because you just don't want to heat up baby oil. You don't. You don't want to heat up baby oil. Everybody gonna know who's doing it. So conspiracy baby oil Wednesday. Listen, I'm trying to figure out how they going. Listen, that's gonna be my new project. Try to figure out how to use baby oil as a weapon. That's a new thing for me. How do you use baby oil as a weapon? I'd never thought about it. Because for all we know, there's some serial killer freaking bodybuilders out there. You know, they be baby oiling themselves up. Well, you say they're doing some kinky stuff, right? Cool. But my thing is this. So, like, say you Wendy. say you at the Diddy party, right? Say you not doing nothing, but you at the Diddy party, right? If somebody, if you say you over, you getting a drink, you in the living room, people talking, they dancing, you mingling, you building rapport with people, and somebody come out one of the rooms, and you notice that they're like, oh man, they try to sit down, they can't sit down, like, even if you were in your mind like, is everything all right? Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I hit my side. I just can't really sit right now. Oh, okay, cool. And you're like, oh, all right, all right. I just want to know, you look, you was in pain. Like, no, no, I'm good. I'm gonna walk. I walk it off. I'm good. I'm good. And you're like, okay, cool. And you walk by them, right? You're gonna walk past them because you saw somebody more interesting. Hey, hey, okay. As long as you're good, right? As long as you're good, I'm gonna go talk to Angelina Jolie over there. And you walk past them, right? And as you walk past him, you just all of a sudden you smell baby oil from his backside. You gonna tell me you don't find that suspicious? That he smell like baby oil from the backside? I'm gonna be thinking that he got something on him because I don't know anyone anywhere at any time, even in the freaking hippie days of the '60s, that used a shit ton of baby oil because baby oil absorbs. And if they're using baby oil, not lube, baby oil, that's gonna absorb everywhere. Badge, anus, everywhere. It will smell like baby oil. There's no hiding it. So who's going through that? Who's going through that? So do I believe that he was a part of sex work? Absolutely. I absolutely do believe that Diddy was a part of sex work. My main thing is just like, why would you even bother? I'm like, you made money. You make money. You're still making money. You're part of brand deals. You got products. You got why? Why bother? Why put yourself in this position? You have a girlfriend who you're also having. Well, had a girlfriend who was also being forced into. Why? Why? Like, I don't understand. If you're making money, let's just be honest. No one really looks at this man and says, "Oh my God, Diddy looks so fine. Oh, I can't wait to sleep with him." No, it's his status. It's his status, his money, what he can do for you. I don't think people on a regular basis are thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to sleep with him because I think he's so fine. I don't see women saying that. So if you started working your way up to the point where you can just start getting women to come through or whatever, what put you in a position where you just decide that all of a sudden, you know what, me having a shit ton of money is not good enough. You know what I need to start doing? You didn't say I need to start making movies and start investing. You didn't say I need to start investing in motorsports. You didn't say I need to start investing in the industry that does something high risk like bungee jumping or whatever. You didn't do what Ray J did and try to do new speakers, headphones and speakers and shit like that. You didn't do any of that. You know what you said? Ain't nothing like a Diddy party. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. For some reason, with everything that happened with freaking R. Kelly, you said, I'm gonna one up him. I'm not gonna just do the dirt. I'm gonna facilitate the place for it to be. You have all that money. So that's the thing with me. Wendy, if it was me, if I get all that money, I don't want all that. I especially don't want all that control. The money and my influence is enough. I don't need the control. I don't need to sit there and try to bamboozle people, to coerce people. To me, because that means I'm also a shitty businessman. If I am doing if I'm doing a contract with Khan, I'm sitting there going, "Hey, yo, Khan, how about this? You put out this many tracks, we get this going. We have you in the underground. We have you come by. Then you work for me. This is how much you make. We get you on a tour. People get to know your name. Maybe you open a few sets for people. And then after that, when you get big, we have you on, I don't know, MTV, BET, whatever. We get you going. We get you shit. We get some music videos for you, whatever. Everything's all good. Everything's all good. You gonna like it. I got you. I got you. And Khan's like, okay, cool. That all sounds good. Oh, by the way, Khan, just want to let you know, I got me one of my party. I would like to formally invite you over to the party. And there he is. He hanging with people. Yo, Ayo Khan. We were all gonna be in this area. We were all in this room. Because this is on the high profilers room. This is the big dogs room. You know what I'm saying, Khan? And I want to invite you because I think you are a big dog. You're gonna be a big dog for the future. I need you to come over there so you can get up in that big dog room so you can meet all the other shot callers happening up in this room. You hear me, Khan? You hear me, Khan? Get up in that room. Get up in that room, big dog. And he get up in that room and the door closed, and all of a sudden you just see, yeah, show how that thing do. Drop them drawers, Con. Yeah. Take that, take that, take that. There's a decision to be made. And you're saying that people are making those decisions to say, damn, he got me in this room. I guess I'm gonna do it because I want the fame. Okay. All right, Diddy. I I'm not even mad at him. I'm mad at them. I'm pretty sure he sold enough people to get into it. Me, I can't sell it to you because that's not my kind of thing. Say you don't know what you're getting into when you walk in those rooms. Hey, all right. And Wendy, I don't even think he's going. I don't even think he'll do you that way. Like for Khan, he gonna try to put you in a position where it'll be like a whole bunch of guys that'll be around and be like, "Yo, nah, we ain't gay, man. Everybody sit around just sitting without no drawers and we play poker." But for you, Wendy, it's not going to be the same thing. It'll be you all of a sudden going, yeah, we all play poker, and there's only just one woman that plays as the dealer. And then the camera comes out. And you're like, oh, why don't we just shoot a little film? Oh, what's that film called? Blacked. Oh, really? Blacked? Yeah, you never played the game Blacked? No. Yeah, it's a 6-on-1 game. Let me just tell you right now, dealer loses. All the time dealer loses. Don't ask for the rules, Wendy. Don't ask for the rules. Just get your ass up out of there. Get your ass up out of there. Run out the room. Get over the balcony. Whatever. Just don't do it because the blackmail's coming right afterwards. Right afterwards. The moment you hear, the moment the door closes, you realize that there's other dudes up in it. No, you said, don't eyes wide shut. Don't say eyes wide shut because they'll still take it. Eyes wide shut. Absolutely. Don't you do it. You be sitting there like, no, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about any of this. Are you sure that this is how the game is going to be played? Yeah. You win a few rounds, and then for you to get used to the game and used to the rules. Used to the rules of the game, and that's the way it goes. And then after a while, we gonna take it easy on you, and then we gonna step up the game. We gonna step up the game. It's gonna be the next thing. Everybody learns the name of the game. We take it easy on you so that you understand what's going on, and then after that, after all of that, then we gonna step up the game. And after we step up the game, you're gonna be with the big dog crew. You're gonna be with the big dog crew because why? Diddy gonna make sure you were part of the big dog crew. And then you all good. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. Is there anything else I need to know? Um, yeah, yeah, there's one thing you need to know. Uh, we just need you to lay in your back. And you're like, wait, what? Yeah, we just need you to lay in your back. Is this part of the game? Yeah, yeah, it's part of the game. You just lay on your back. And here you are because you going to trust Diddy and you going to think that's all part of the game. And the moment you lay on your back, you know what happens? You start hearing you're like, wait, what? Why is this music in the background? Why is this music in the background? Oh, thank you. You're going to wish you had your eyes open and not shut. You're going to wish you had your eyes open and not shut. Dudes is going to be walking up to you all naked, taking off clothes, talking about every step I take. Don't do it. Just leave. Even if it means you have to jump off the balcony, just do it. You don't want to sit through that. You do not want to sit through that. You don't want to sit through that because you're not gonna walk away unscathed. You're not gonna walk away not being filmed. You not don't take any promises. None of that. None of it. You cannot trust this man whatsoever. And that's gonna be okay. That's gonna be all right. It's it's okay to walk away. And who did we learn this from? Cat Williams. That man happened to walk away and didn't get involved in any of the bullshit. So I say, okay, cool. But now, because of this whole thing with Diddy, you know what's gonna happen, right, folks? Everybody who's already put up a question is gonna be re-questioned again. Everybody's gonna be looked at as sus now. Every one of them. Every one of them. You know, I'm talking about Usher, Mace. e- Everybody gonna be looked at sus. Anybody who has been under Puff is gonna be looked at as sus now. He did too much. Everybody. Man, we ain't getting that. No, it don't matter. You going everybody gonna be looking at sus. Dudes who are sitting in jail, dudes who went to jail, they all gonna be looked at as sus because this man did the most. And I'm the only way this man doesn't see jail time is if somehow everybody that he started blackmailing just all of a sudden start getting together to make sure that he's not going to jail. Because if this man turns around and says, I'm dropping dime on everybody if I go to jail, that's the only way. Because the only people that can really talk shit and say, I don't care what you say is of those who don't have any heat on them. No freaking tapes on them. Yes, he has. That's 2 decades. Two two decades of filming. 2 decades. He's got a lot. He probably took a lot of classes from people to do all that devious shit. He probably has. And there's not much that can be done about it. See, Con, I didn't want to say the name. I didn't want to say the name, but you said it. He probably took classes. What the Wait, I'll be back, guys. Something just dropped. I don't know what the hell just dropped in my kitchen. Let me check out what that is real quick. Hold on, guys. Oh, now I gotta pull up some stuff. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back to figure out what it was. Do, do, do. Sure, everything's good. All right, yeah, it's taken care of. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, gang. Sorry about that. Something did fall, but it's being taken care of. By the way, guys, if you haven't, I know a lot of us already have because we're good sports about all the people that we look at. Please be sure to actually check out OG Do Dirty. That was my little promo for OG Do Dirty. So be sure to check out his channel. And of course, guys, that we happen to do this on the drop by discussions. If you, I'll say it earlier because I said it earlier for those who are coming in. If you didn't see the drop by discussion that we did earlier, be sure to check that out. You can check that out on my channel or also on OG's channel. But we had a really really good fire episode that took place. We had a lot of good people that came through. They had a lot of different points. We also had a lot of we had some contention. Had to get taken care of. Even OG was cooking for a good moment there. So yeah, everything's all right. Yeah. Somebody was reaching for something and it fell and it broke and then I came through and then I saw it was glass and I tried to see some stuff and she said, "No, go away. You're on stream." So I I'm back. That's all. It was all right. It is all good. So I do want to cover one thing that I okay, or maybe two things because this just popped up in my feed as well. So there's something that's been popping up. This was a thing at one point, but now it's coming up again. And since we got some ladies over here in the chat as well, I want you guys to give me your particular perspective on this. Because I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask a couple of questions, but before we get into it, I want a little bit more context for you guys to understand. And I'm gonna be stopping and starting as we're getting into it. So there was something that took place, and this was like years ago, like a couple years ago. But now it's been popping up throughout my feed as of yesterday, and I'm seeing it again today. Okay, why is it that we're hearing about ladies that are having an issue with their guys having hobbies that they use to basically unwind with? Like for instance, when ladies are talking about like sports or hanging out with their friends or even video games. Why is this the thing? Let's hear some of the things that they're being said.
I am an adult. Video games are for children. Well, I do know some men where it's just like you are paying attention on that game, talking to them people, arguing with them people, and you could be in my face.
I think one reason is definitely because I'm jealous of him because he's had the same amazing group of friends since he was 5 years old.
But the whole gaming thing.
What's the problem? Jacqueline has this big problem too. Because
it's just lazy.
Anybody else just absolutely hates video games?
You read the title. That's right. Man can't even have hobbies. Hey everyone, and welcome back to your network, the Huxon Network. Today, we're diving into a topic that draws a lot of heated debate. Why do some women get upset when men play video games? Almost fun, but before we dive in this reaction video.
So you say if you don't get the appropriate amount of time. So here's my thing. What exactly is the appropriate amount of time? Isn't that necessarily something that is considered by the partner themselves? Like, this is a conversation to be held by a partner themselves. And then I hear extremes when it comes to this. Now, I don't go through this. I don't go through this. Yes, I play video games from time to time. I definitely play video games, but I don't get this issue. I've never gotten this issue, to be honest with you. This is something that's just weird for me. When I hear the appropriate amount of time, there are a couple of things that cross my mind, because it's not like there are ladies out there who are not getting with guys that they already know are invested or like to spend their time playing video games. Like, there's people that just like to do it. If you knew that the guy that you picked up played video games and this is somehow a big thing for you, why the fuck are you with him? But then that's not the biggest caper that comes into my mind. It's the ideal that what could he be doing with that time? Because when I hear the video game, this is just one small issue. The young lady even said it earlier on this video. She's jealous of the fact that he has friends that he's known for a long time. So now he can't hang out with his friends. Maybe they're not playing video games. Maybe they're going out bowling. I used to be a person that goes out to have fun bowling with friends. And I had a girlfriend who was absolutely jealous about the fact that I went out bowling. I had a girlfriend I had a girl I was dating. She wasn't a girlfriend. I had a girl I was dating who would get jealous of the fact that I just simply went out to the bar with my friends. We would meet up at the bar. What is this thing this used to be a thing that came up a couple of years ago, and now I see it's recirculating again. Why? And I'm not even saying this to you ladies, but maybe you understand because you'll understand how women are thinking. Why is it there is this big problem about men having hobbies? Why is it that not even you specifically, but from what I'm understanding from these talks, why is it that women are believing that men are supposed to be just focusing on them? Like, somehow men's existence is strictly for them. I'm trying to understand why is that being perceived as a thing? Because I don't think that's cool. My girl likes to be on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and watch hair and nails or whatever it could be, and I never get mad. I'm never upset by that. It's not my thing. I don't knock her for doing it. I just say don't expect me to be invested in it. That's it. Okay, cool. But I've also heard this, Yvette. So let's just say all of your husband's males why all your husband's males? Yeah, all your husband's friends, they are all busy at whatever type of time. They've all known each other for a while, but they're all at far distances. So maybe they all don't go out to go play soccer or whatever the case may be. But the one place they know they can meet up is online playing a game. When you say the words appropriate time, right? Because I'm trying to make sure it's very specific as to what you mean. Because that even when you use the words appropriate time, I think it's so vague when it comes to me and how I've experienced my time dealing with with ladies in the past. And appropriate time could be, quote, 6 hours to 6 minutes. To the moment the PS5 go even clicks and she hears the sound of the PS5, she's immediately annoyed. And I'm like, what's going on here? If he comes home and there's a couple of hours that he wants to dedicate to unwinding, I'm trying to understand why is that a big thing. And if you I'll go back to the whole original point that I made. If you got a guy who is a gamer, like he's invested in video games for hours and hours on end, why are you with that man? Because obviously he's not for you, and obviously you have never been for him. Why are you with that man? Because even the ones where the women that I heard about that say, "Oh, I don't mind it if he was making money off of it." No, they still complain. In fact, there are still studies being done on men. If I think about it, there are probably still studies being done on men as to whether they are good mates because they are interested in video games. But I say the same thing. If he goes out and hunts, if he goes out and plays soccer with the boys, if he goes out to bars, maybe if you really want to get the toxic ones, if he goes out to strip clubs with his guys, yeah, we're not doing anything. We're just going out and throwing out dollars to random lewd women. But we're doing it as a group. We don't plan on taking anyone home. I promise that when I get home, all lit and drunk, it's just gonna be me and you, busting it out for the night. And there's this thing where I just don't want guys to do anything outside of him doing something with me. But then the ladies go, but I'm gonna hang out with my friends, and I'm gonna do girls' nights, and we're gonna go get manicures, and we're gonna go get our hair did. And he's supposed to be sitting at home like a dog, just waiting for me to get home. I'm trying to understand why is that a thing that we're seeing being dredged up again over the internet? Well, here's my thing. If that's already something early for you, because you say happening during your honeymoon stage, which means it was already something that was happening prior to your marriage. Why would you marry a man like that? If you're saying maybe high school, then again, this is someone who you already know way ahead of time. Why bother getting involved if this is gonna be a problem for you? Because here's what I've told women in the past, whether they have dated me or whether they have talked about guys that they're getting with who they want to date. You need to learn about his shit. And I say that about across the board. If you got a guy who wants to learn about video games and you really like this guy and you really want things to work out, you should probably learn how to play video games. I'm not saying that you need to learn to be in competitive gaming like him, but you need to learn how to play at least some games so that you can spend that quality time together. Because this is a big problem with you guys spending quality time. The same way how I say is if you get with a guy, you're not really interested in sports, but he's a huge sports fan. You need to be a fucking fan of his fucking team. I'm not saying that you need to be invested in knowing all of the damn stats for other players, but you need to know his team. You need to know his team. You need to know what the colors are. You need to know when the exhibition season happens versus playoffs. You need to know his shit. That's it. And that's not about knowing all the different guys or having a set standard for all the different guys, but you need to know the guy that you are pursuing. Happy for my mom, happened for my mother's mother, happened for freaking friends of them that I know who are female, happened for my chick. Why aren't you learning the guys that you with instead of just complaining, saying that we just want guys to focus on us? When the majority of the time, let's just be honest, you don't really want the guys to be around you because a guy that's around you all the time, you're like, he's not being productive. So if a guy's not just hard working and breaking himself to the bone, he can't find no time to have fun because his fun should be just trying to figure out how to entertain you. And not for nothing, guys, I have an episode coming up about this whole idea about partners and entertaining each other. I got something coming up. And it might rub people the wrong way, but I think it's absolutely 1000% true. Now, you bet you say at a point he prioritizes me, however. I mean, I don't see the reason why not, but let's just be honest with you, Yvette. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. because you probably seen it yourself in real life. How many times have you seen a woman that has a guy, that they've been with a guy, that the guy has his friends, and the girlfriend or fiance gets married, or even wife gets married every time he hangs out with the friends? Lifelong friends, and they are absolutely pissy attitude anytime the friends just call. The friends send him a meme, and he picks up his phone and he laughs at the meme. I'm pretty sure people have run into those type of people. I know I've run into those type of people. I'm like, why are you getting salty over the fact that his friends is sending him a meme? Like, that's crazy. No, that's absolutely incorrect. Absolutely 1000% incorrect. Do not. I'm sorry. Your marriage is nothing new. It's nothing. The title does not give you inherent new powers and responsibilities, because that should have been the culmination of you figuring out all of your dating, all of your relationship stage, from your fiance point, everything. I'm sorry, but your marriage is nothing new. If you couldn't figure out who you were dealing with prior to that your marriage stage, because you're talking about honeymoon, it's not. Because I'm talking about marriage. Because the way how we run things here, you're single or you're married. That's the way how it's always gone. Oh no, we've been in a relationship for we know each other from the. No, you're either single or you're married, because that's the way how the law sees you. That's the way how institutional marriages are looked at. You're single or you're married. Because I've been in a relationship for 18 years with the man. When you file your tax returns, you're filing as single. You are single. Sorry, but you're single. Until you are actually officially married under the court systems and you have been in knowledge of that, you are filing your taxes as single. You are paying more money for being a single person. So it doesn't matter how many years you've been dealing with somebody yet. Until you are officially married, whatever. And if you're talking about you getting to the point where you two are actually married and you're talking about it's all about me having him once we're married, you're absolutely incorrect. If you couldn't have him while you were in a relationship all to yourself, you cannot have him while you're married all to yourself. He is his own individual, the same way how you are your own individual, even when married. He needs space just like you did prior to the marriage and even during the marriage. And I'll even say this much, because I even say it to my girl now. She's not my best friend. You need to have a best friend. Because when I'm mad at you and I need to go talk to somebody, I'm not coming to your ass. When I just sit there, I just don't want to say to you because I know I'm going to be brutal. I need someone I can vent that shit to you, not someone who I know is going to safeguard my shit. It cannot be you if I am angry with you. I was born during the day, not yesterday. I hear that. The idea that people just don't believe that their partners are entitled to space is weird for me. Like, no one has ever been allowed to suck up someone else's oxygen anywhere in time. So you said, truth be told, since day one, when we were dating, wasn't a problem. Now that we're married, it's still not a problem. But that's the way it should be. Your marriage has already been a reflection of what your relationship is. Your marriage does not change because of your relationship. Your marriage doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the quote status. If you are changing as an individual because you're married, you're a problem to me. You're a problem to me. I'm sorry. You do not get extra status changes. You do not get extra superpowers. You do not start switching up the game because you are quote now dubbed a wife. Because the same way how you are dubbed a wife, you can also be dubbed a divorcee. It is not special powers. It is not magical. It is just an agreement. If you are not doing well as a fiance, as a girlfriend, you will not get dubbed a wife. If you start acting differently as a wife, you can literally be what? Denounced. Obviously, this may be too much for you, so you need to get demoted. Because if I find that you are being too much as a wife, you need to get demoted as a girlfriend again because you were acting on a level that we were both good on. That we were good on. Okay. I mean that's cool if he does his thing that makes you happy, that it makes you happy. You know, if it makes him happy and you enjoy it, that's cool. But we're talking about people who quote get with people or try to throw things on people for things that they enjoy and say that they shouldn't do it. We're talking about these ladies who are talking about they're being up there and talking about the guys can't enjoy their hobbies. Now, for this one, they're picking on video games, but I have seen whether it's bowling, whether it's pool, whether it's going out to drink with their buddies, whether it's soccer, that somehow guys are not, whether it's guys just going and just chilling in a cigar lounge, that guys are not allowed to have their space. If a guy's not going to work, once he's out of work, he should be focusing all his attention on her. If I'm talking about like if they don't even have kids, that he should be focusing on thinking about doing something that should be special for the both of them. He should never think about just having time of solace by himself. And it's the same bullshit that I see, and I'm gonna call it straight up bullshit when we talk about being married with one another. And you know what happens? We get the whole house. But you know what? In this whole house, I'm gonna give you your little space, your man cave. Fuck that. And I would say wholeheartedly, fuck you. This is supposed to be our shit. That means everywhere I fucking walk is my quote man cave. I'm not going to have all of my shit in one area because you don't want to look at it. This entire house is mine. Everywhere I walk is mine. Oh, I want to push it up here. I want to push it up there. Cool. But there's no area that I cannot put shit up in. Not at all. Not at all. Not one bit. There's not one wall that you put something on that I can't put something on. There's not one area that I can't be comfortable in that you're comfortable in. But there's this big territorial aspect when it comes to house, when it comes to relationship, when it comes to what the partner can do. And that's what I'm seeing in these videos. And this was something that took place. This was something that happened. These videos were running rampant years ago. And I thought, okay, cool, we're over that because we're not seeing it. But now there's a resurgence of them. Like literally, this video I think happened. This happened 10 days ago. I saw another video that just happened earlier today, and that was over in Australia. And I'm like, why? Why is this a big thing? Why is it what men are doing to have quote fun or be able to quote uh release whatever stress that they have going on a bad thing? I'm not getting it. And let's not keep in mind, ladies, I'm not prescribing it onto you. But maybe you guys can enlighten me as to why your fellow female counterparts are behaving that way. Because it comes off extremely selfish. And again, people are territorial. Some people get selfish. Some people are very different. The human condition is a motherfucker. Believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. But even I have never put myself in a position where I would endure this kind of scrutiny. Because I would just say, if this is a big problem for you, cool, deuces. Like I've even had ladies try to guilt me into staying in relationships, and I've said no. I've left. You're just gonna leave me? We've been putting in this time. Well, if this is something that's apparently a problem for you, and it's only a problem on your side, I can't break this habit for you, so I need to go. Because apparently it's a problem for you, it's not a problem for me, so I must be the problem. So therefore, for me not to be a problem for you, I need to exit this relationship. Not quote, make myself miserable. And I've been called an asshole. I've been called selfish for that, for me not compromising my own values. Is that a thing? It's one thing if people make compromises, which they shouldn't do, because I think compromise is a dirty word. I think people should get the best deal that they can possible. Because in my mind, it's never split the difference. I would rather have us both lose than us both get a very little. But I'm not going to split the difference. You're going to get something, or I'm going to get something, or we both get nothing. And that's just the way how I look at it. But for me to give you a little bit and you give me a little bit, it's not a lot. We're both not getting what we need. And it's going to be a problem of contention in the future. And here's the thing. Here's the key thing, folks. I expect people not to agree. This is my method. This is my standards. If you need this and it's not a big problem for me, you get that. If I have something and you don't think it's a big problem, I get that. But don't ever think that the entire process that we're doing something is not a negotiation where we're both trying to win. But the idea is that, well, you give me a little and then I get a little and it's fair. No, we're not doing that. The same way how I say when entering a relationship, and I say this to guys, and I really wish I had more conversation with ladies about this. But most ladies think they know everything when it comes to a relationship that I run into. And I say, guys, pick 5 things that are your pet peeves that you will not give up, period. Because the problem that I run into guys who turn around and say they have all these problems in relationship is because they have things that are pet peeves. And what they do is that they try to ignore it to make the relationship work. And then when they're in the relationship, those pet peeves are the things that bother them. Pick 5 pet peeves, things that you will not tolerate, period. And if the woman that you're pursuing or the woman that you're dating or whatever meets those anywhere in those 5 pet peeves, you end the relationship. Great girl and everything. I've met phenomenal women, great women. And it's been the one thing or small things that have been the thing that become the deal breaker. She smokes. Good girl, spiritual, friends, family, funny, fit, smokes. Sorry, I we can't do this because you smoke. I'm not going to ask you not to smoke. That's something that you feel like you need to do. It is unfair for me to ask you to quit smoking. If you wish to quit on your own, that's cool, but I would not ask you to quit smoking. But because I know that smoking is a deal breaker for me, this cannot go forward. And some people look at that as a hard line. Resla, I can't believe you would do that. She got everything else going on. You can't just make this little bit of a concession. I cannot. Because I know later on down the line, it's going to be a big thing for me. It's going to be one of the most annoying things. And she's going to say, well, you took me as this, and I got no one else to blame but her, and now I'm miserable. I can't do it. I cannot do it. If that's wrong with me, then that's wrong with me. But that's the way how I do it. I do not split the difference. It's a yay. It's going to be a yay. I can take it. No, I can't take it. I cannot split the difference. I cannot expect that. Well, how about this? You can smoke, but you can only smoke on the balcony. You can only smoke in the bathroom. You can only smoke when the window's open. I don't like smoking. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like it in my clothing. I don't like it in the pillows. I don't like it in the bed. I don't I don't like it. I don't like seeing cigarette butts. I don't like ashes. I don't. So it's to me, it's an immediate no. It's an immediate flag. And I've been the person who's been rude enough that girls who I'm just smashing, and I'm not even in a relationship, just smashing them out. If they smell like cigarettes, I have been known to hose down girls at the door with Febreze because I cannot have you dropping your clothes on my rug, in my bed, having you hanging your coat up in my closet, and you smell like cigarettes. You smell like weed. I cannot have it being done. Can't. Not trying to be nasty. I can't have it be done because it's going to mess up my whole thing. Some people think that I was being very rude, but I'm just being direct. I just know what's going to make me the best person for an individual. And I just say you need to find someone that's going to be more on your speed. That's it. Oh, no, 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 no. To me, there are no man caves. I mean, and again, if this is something that works out for you because you guys do this, I'm all good with it. Like I'm all good with it. He's good with it. It works out. I just think there's too many people that they don't set enough hard line standards for themselves, and that's why relationships are falling apart. First and foremost, people too many times people, from what I've observed, from what I've seen, from what I've talked to people about, too many times people get into relationships and they really don't talk about the relationship. They talk about what they want. They talk about what they've seen for other people. They really don't sit down to really talk about their relationship, what they really would like from each other. And I think it's partly is because they don't know themselves. They don't know themselves, or they're willing to try to forego things to try to make the relationship work. Oh, he's not really a guy that I kind of like. Um, I really like guys who are more fit, but he got money, so I guess fat dudes need love too. So I'm just going. But then the entire time of the relationship, you're trying to get him to lose weight. Like if you're with somebody that you're trying to turn into a passion project, it's time you need to leave. You you cannot be in that relationship. If you're saying, you know what, he got everything else except for this one thing. If my one thing is my deal breaker, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to change him. Hey, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna fix her. Like, don't do it. Just just vacate now. You're gonna have more, you will have more time beating your head upside the wall than getting results. Because you can't change them, they can only change themselves. That's it. I would rather rip that band-aid off right now than sit us both here aggravated with each other and having the argument of why won't you just do what I asked? Because that's what I tend to see a lot of. That I've had a lot of young women crying over the whole why won't you do what I just asked? It's not hard. And I go, it is. It is. Because I refuse to have that be part of me. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. I mean, part of your pet peeves could be maybe she's cute and everything, but if part of your pet peeves is that you don't want a girl who snores really loud when she sleeps, you should be asking that on a date. Hey, yo, just gotta be honest with you. Like people don't really know what they do when they sleep, whatever. But are you a deep snorer? Like, are you a heavy snorer? Like some people, they sleep very soundly, but you know what they do? They attack a motherfucker in they sleep. They kicking the ribs and everything. Are you a wild sleeper? I just need to know. Because maybe you'll be in one of those relationships in those households, where maybe you guys both sleep instead of sleeping in the nice king size bed or queen size bed. Maybe you both sleep in your own full size bed in the room. I'm not against that. Maybe you both sleep in your full size bed, either next to each other or a little bit apart from each other on opposite side of the rooms. Maybe you think it's cute that you guys are on each other side of the room and you go, "Good night, babe. Good night, babe." And you both cut out the lights. I'm not knocking for it. Maybe, the exterminator might come in once in a while and look across the room and just go, "Oh, this is a damn shame. They must be arguing with each other," and let them think whatever they want. But maybe that works out for you. Maybe you'll look at it as a situation where she's like, "Babe, babe, you awake?" And you're like, "What is it?" "Yeah, I'm awake." And she's like, "You know what I was thinking? I was thinking this felt like it was camp. Do you want to get laid?" And you go, "Only if you pretend you're the new girl at camp." "Deal." And you get up and you go over there. Could be a thing. But I know too many people go through too many headaches of their own that they try to make things happen, and then over time it just becomes the worst. Or there's people that just they don't have conversations about their relationship and who they are, and people find out over time the things that are a problem. Why didn't you tell me you're a hard snorer? Why didn't you tell me that you kick? Why didn't you tell me that? Why did you lie and say that you can cook? Why did you lie and say that you're a great cleaner? Like, because people don't want to talk because they're too busy trying to sell themselves. And I say you shouldn't have to sell yourself. You should be always doing a vibe check, but you should not have to be selling yourself. You should be giving people who you are and let them decide for themselves. Because you can't keep that image up for long. I have not known anyone who says, "I've been grifting this woman for 7 years. She don't know me. I've been playing a game for 7 years. Never been myself." I just don't know anyone. See, no. No, 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 no. Man caves are not workshops with tools. I have tools in my kitchen. I have tools in my room. I have tools in this office. But I'm also a person that has a place for everything and everything in its place. So I know the really busy shit I keep in the kitchen, believe it or not, of all places, because it's just got the biggest amount of space. The smaller stuff I keep in the actual bedroom. And the stuff that I know I just need, like when I say tools, I'm like pen, pencil, staples. Um, I got game stuff here, so I got games. I got like those are my tools that I keep here. But there's no place that I don't have something that I need. That's just the way I look at it. You know? But I think there should be a place for everything, and there should be a place to go get those things. But there are those people who are just like, just go to that room and you stay in that room and you just don't come out. You just don't come out. And I'm like, that's messed up. Oh no, not a CPAP. Cause now you gotta sit there thinking that you in a freaking emergency room and shit. That's messed up. You sitting there, you waking up because you hear the CPAP machine, thinking you got your partner on fucking life support and shit. You gotta check if they breathing. Like you got your finger to them, checking to see if they breathing. She breathing? She breathing? Okay, she breathing. He breathing? He breathing? Okay, he breathing. That's messed up. Like I don't want to guess if you're alive or not. Oh, I got sleep apnea. Sometimes I just stop breathing. Excuse me? That's listen. There's enough true crime channels out there that I don't want to be dealing with no murder mystery. I promise you, officer. She always went to sleep and she always had difficulty sleeping, but then one day she just stopped breathing. She took the exhale and she just stopped. And then all of a sudden I gotta deal with it. I gotta deal with a case. Are you sure? You sure? And if there's anything else even prior leading up to that, like all that stuff is gonna become suspicious on your part. What if you know you two were doing the deed And she was like, "Oh my God, it was so great." You're like, "Yes, I know it was so great." And then here you are, he goes to sleep. Maybe it's the night he doesn't put on the CPAP machine. And here you are, you waking up late in the middle of the night. Maybe you go use the bathroom, you do your tinkle, you do a little wipe, flush the toilet, you come back, you go back in the bed. You just notice he's still in the same position. Oh, he didn't put on the CPAP machine. You go to sleep. You wake up in the morning and he dead. And you're wondering when. Oh my God, I knew I ruled his brains out, but now like, and then I know that he didn't have the CPAP machine on. And I went to go use the bathroom and I came back, but he said he didn't want to use the CPAP machine. I saw him still laying in the same position. I didn't check on him because, I just thought he was good. And I went to sleep and I wake up and now he's dead. But if you don't want to go through that, you do your interview early and you just go, hey, I just need to know, do you suffer from sleep apnea? Like, are you literally cutting off your airways when you're sleeping? Because I just need to know so that I don't wind up on on a freaking a true crime series. I don't want me as a guy. I don't want to know that, especially like say if I get a girl who doesn't just only have sleep apnea, but like say she has asthma. You think the judge is gonna look at me? So, Resla, you're saying that you knew she had sleep apnea and you knew she also had asthma, uh, but you decided to, in your testimony, give her that work. And then you're surprised that when you woke up at 1:13 in the morning that she was dead? Well, no, Your Honor. No, no. You see, it was around 11:47 when I gave her that work. And then I got up at 3:15, looked at her, felt proud about myself, went to go pee, came back, sat in the bed, cuffed her boob, and then turned around and went to sleep. When I woke up at 6:15, I turned around and noticed Shorty was dead. That's what happened, Your Honor. Do you think they're gonna believe me? Do you have any do you have any alibi? Yeah, she's dead. That's my alibi. Your Honor, Your Grace. It's not gonna work out for me. It's simply not. That's not the way it works out. That's not the way it happens. I'm gonna be screwed. So I can eliminate that early by just asking the questions. Hey, do you have this problem? Do you have that problem? Or do you need someone to look after this? Do you need someone who's to check on you at this time? Do you snore or do you just are silent? Do you a silent person who goes to sleep apnea? Because it's a very serious thing. Are you gonna go see somebody about that? Is this a weight thing, or do you need like to have surgery for something, like so we can open up your airways? Like how do we get this happening so that we don't wind up on true crime? Simple exchange. But you know what? People say, I'm too embarrassed to do that. I'm too embarrassed to do that. You, hey, and I'd be for that. I would be all for that because men do put up what they complain about. They do. They absolutely put up the things that they complain about. The question is, how is important to it to first other men, second other women. Men do have things that they complain about. I just tell people ahead of time, if you have things that you know you're absolutely not good with, you need to have those things already in your head, already written down, and that they do not change. And on top of that, if you have things that are already a problem with your pet peeves, just don't get involved. If you're not ready for dating and relationships, don't get involved. I tell young guys all the time, don't waste your time on dates. If you're not ready for relationship, don't even bother wasting your time. No, 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 you're not busting my chop because you know why? It's all over the internet. If guys have things to complain about, like feel free that you want to complain about those things, but you need to have good legitimate reasons. Good legitimate reasons. I know. I I know. They do. That's a problem. That's a problem. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest, Zoomer. It's hard to get rid of baby oil, even in the shower. It's hard for you to just rinse off baby oil. If you in the shower and some guy just run by and just dump baby oil on you, and he's trying to get it from you, you can't just say because at the time when he threw baby oil on you, you in the shower that it just rolled off you so quickly that you have to worry about it. No, 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 no. It's still on you. You're gonna have to be wrestling with him. It's gonna be bad. They probably he gonna have 1,000 bottles of baby oil in freaking his commissary. He gonna have a whole bunch of small bottles in his commissary. It's gonna be bad, and there's not much that can be done about it. There's not much that can be done about it. It is what it is now. It is, and we're just gonna have to run with it. It's just gonna be the way how the world runs with it. I'm just wondering when it comes to these chicks, like, why is it that they're saying what they're saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, they get. I don't even want to play it because I know I'm gonna get annoyed because I already saw it on. I saw part of some of the things on another person's channel. Like this has a lot of them, and I know they're gonna say things that's gonna be annoying to me. No, there are no hot tubs in prison. The only thing that's hot that I know that will put out any form of vapor would be the dishwasher. Dishwashers are the only thing close to the hot tub. They don't want to be in that. You said you gotta ban it? Listen, you can definitely have baby. You got baby oil. You can have baby. Actually, I'm wrong. They may have taken away baby oil. I think they may have taken away baby oil because I think what they might have been trying to do is poison people. Like try to have them swallow it. They may have taken away baby oil as commissary. But I've seen people use. Maybe it wasn't baby oil. Maybe they used something else. I do know there was a time where baby oil was acceptable. I don't know if it is anymore. I know people used to put on baby oil and they used to go out into the yard or whatever. But yeah, I don't think it is anymore. The blender burn that dishwasher. Well, as far as I know, them dishwashers, they say it's very strong. They don't play. Oh, that's disgusting. They use a small bit of chapstick to put all over themselves now for the sun. Oh man, SPF for the sun on chapstick. That's crazy. That's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. And you know that chapstick costs a lot too, right? That chapstick probably costs like $4. Cause you know everything for the inmates is gonna cost like a shit ton of money for no reason. Like, oh, you want ramen? Huh? You want ramen noodles? $6. They'd be like, yo, it's like 89 cents out in the real world. Like, yeah, but we have to hold it here for commissary, so $6. $6. So you know you ain't getting ramen easy. Once in a while, they may stick some canned meat in front of you, just like, ugh, ugh. But it is what it is. Listen, it is what it is. Oh no. No, 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 not the honey bun. Oh no, 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 no. No, not the honey bun. You're the second person I know that's been talking about this damn honey bun. Selling their cheeks for honey buns. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I always hated honey buns. Always. That shit is disgusting. It is too sweet, fucking overly frosted. Like I don't know how anyone can eat that shit. Every time I look at the honey bun, I'm just like, oh, oh. And my brother used to, he used to bust them shits down. He killed honey buns. He loved them. And I was just like, oh, oh. He was like, no, you bugging, man. These things are good. And I'm just like, and I mean, like, they look like I mean, have you ever seen the honey buns? Like, they get fresh out the box. like the box delivering, and they just all look good and pristine, and they all got the frosting. But then if you're not paying attention, they're all over the place, and then you get that honey bun. You ever notice how the honey bun is dripping and drooling all in the pack? Like all of a sudden, like like it's hot outside or whatever. You just come inside and it look like it look like the honey bun got chlamydia. It's like it's just all wet and soggy upside the fucking pack. Like someone just squeezed and shook it around inside the pack and shit. And it's just dripping to the bottom, just sitting at the bottom of the pack. It's just like who wants a chlamydia bun? It looks sus. It looks sus. Who wants this? You guys, they gotta break the pack open and they gotta pull out the soggy honey bun. They gotta eat it, whatever, and all the frosting is on the side. And then you get those really weird people that looking around. You know what they're about to do? They rip open the pack. And they lick the wrapper. Oh, nasty, nasty. I go. It was not worth it. It was never worth that. It was never worth that time. It was never worth that attention at all. Not even a little bit. But there are people who did it. They absolutely did it. And I say kudos to you, but just it's nasty. Just for the record. Oh, it is 9 now. I did not expect it to be 9. I forgot we were on late, guys. I forgot. I was on late for the freaking work. God damn it. All right, guys. I've been up. I've been up. I'm definitely pushing that 24-hour mark for sure. I'm going to take off. I feel like I should play something, but I'm not gonna play anything. I'm just tired. I'm gonna go out and get some sleep. I think I'm gonna be doing a stream for tomorrow because I'm gonna have some time off tomorrow because Saturday had me going crazy, which we normally would do a stream, but I got emergency call. That's why we did Sunday. Then I thought we would do something for Monday, Tuesday. It was kind of bothering me. Wednesday, obviously, I had today. I got called in for something that, like I said, I was choosing violence early today. But as far as I know, Thursday I'm good. Friday I'm good, and then Saturday I'm supposed to be good. So we'll see about that. Maybe if I'm really into it, I'll do some streams back day by day by day. But I don't know what I'm really gonna talk about right now. I got some other things I need to focus on as well. I need to write a script as well. But you said you're gonna glaze a little. Listen. Yes, I'm gonna definitely glaze all of your comment. Absolutely. I'm gonna glaze all of your comment. And it's gonna be sticky as shit. Absolutely. Those things are disgusting and smell. And I'm pretty sure in taste. Like I just refuse to eat it. You said you think marriage isn't about the courthouse deal. So, huh. So the thing is that like you say this financial penalties and to protect both parties. That's pretty much what it was supposed to be now. But as far as the whole concept of why they even did the marriage in the first place was all about resources. It was all about pooling in resources from different areas. Now it's just like, oh, let's just do it because we're in love. Let's just do it because I want you to have a green card. Let's just do it because I think it's the proper thing to do. Let's just do it because, quite frankly, laundry's next week. Like I don't know. Like there's always something weird that's always taking place, and it doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. Like, listen, you say that right, but you better not be bringing like the chlamydia wrapper to me like this damn honey bun. You could bring the honey buns to me. If I see that soggy wrapper, I'm just saying, pause, pause. We need a fresh honey bun, fresh honey bun. Those things look seriously like diabetes to me. Those things are ridiculous. Look nasty. Hey, hey, then we good. We good. Yes. This is the thing that hurts a lot of people. It hurts a lot of people. I think the only people that's been safe from this, believe it or not, has been arranged marriages. They're the only ones that are safe because it's expected of them not to know each other and to grow. Most people don't court. Most people date, which is we'll see and we'll find out, which is the equivalent of fuck around and find out. So we just need to do better about the actual process that we're in it for each other. But guys, I'm gonna take off. I can feel that overwhelming wave that's hitting me now that I really think I'm gonna be sleeping. Uh, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna see you guys, like I said, probably tomorrow. I know I'm gonna wake up probably hours from now and start working on a script for things. Outside of that, I don't have no idea what I'm gonna do or when I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Whether it's gonna be early in the morning or whether it's gonna be in the afternoon or even later in the night. You said anybody need a green card? There, have you not seen all the migrants? There are plenty of people who need green cards apparently. And I will see you pretty much on the next one. So when I do my stream early enough or late enough or whatever, I will put something in the community tab so that you guys will try to get a proper heads up. And that's all I really got from now. I got so much I got to work on, and hopefully I don't get bothered for anything else. Guys, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you guys for showing up, especially you guys getting early. Sorry about the whole mess up that came in earlier, early in the day because I don't know what was going on with the connection. I'll have to try to figure that out. That'll be my part of my project when I get up. I'll see you in the next one, guys. See you in the next one. Till later.